之前冇，之前冇印象。我呢度係實係。Yeah. Yeah. By the way, there is some stuff to do. So today we are going to talk about comment. And by comment very well is said. Currently we are going to talk about the drama recently actually just popped out. So this which so this he is actually the Twitch ambassador, or he want to call it the ambassador. He has quite a lot of followers. So with social member. Yeah.
That is actually fucking concerning, to be honest.
Yeah, and this guy is actually rolled out fucking. What I meant by creep is that he basically, you know, just he actually has a parasocial. I actually bounced on him a couple of times. Okay, here you go. Here is the entire doc. Actually was from Vienna, the conference. She actually lists out the entire document. Because if you know right now, motherfucker, Toaster is famous a frog VTuber. Why you gotta be a frog VTuber, a female VTuber in any sort of way whatsoever? So actually I did make a couple tweets of him, and I'll let you guys see that I posted. 被打，被打。There's a couple of tweets I actually made about him that I actually downs on him quite by meaning of fact by fucking boy he is my fucking and I want to point out, because thinking about the so-called ambassador stuff, right? There's also been type of personnel that actually beat 20 times, and this is one of my tweets that I actually made. So I actually say this is what happened when you ask a psychopath to sleep with Froze's stab. So if you guys doesn't know who is Rosalie F is she is used to be the Twitch safety council back then. Twitch actually have a safety. So Twitch have a safety, and they put this person on it, which I get it, she's trans and everything, but there's a meme. Yeah, she was fired. You know, she has a lot of controversy and everything. Yeah, then there is this the tier. I mean, you can literally see. I mean, she whatever is it? It's the Twitch Safety Council, and this is one of the pics of her actually having a orgasm on a rubber hand. She is the Twitch Safety Council, guys. But you know what? The Twitch Safety Council, I think, was disbanded. She got fired, yeah, because she suffered a lot of backlash. Yeah, she calling like most gamers back in the days is like what, cis white male whatever shit it is. Well, 如果我要讲真话啦，我听起来很像白人咩？不像嘛，對不對？我其實我唔係鬼佬嚟嘅，我唔係白種人嚟嘅，我其實係同人嚟嘅。你哋都知嘛，係咪？黑毛啊，所以so she was heavily criticized. She was heavily, you know, downsized by all of this. And yeah, I say that this motherfucker is what you get. So yeah, psychopathic, cringe, parasocial, fortune that they want to be, and have the most stupid power whatsoever. So yeah, his power is this, and I'm not gonna read that shit. Well, now he just killed Twitch because he want to push out a rule because of his dumbass. Man, don't fucking put autistic and ADHD. I have those too. And I actually like the kind of shit. So what I did is I actually sent him this video. So this video, I'm gonna play it to you guys. It sounds like fucking stupid, but yeah, it basically, because he was actually saying that, and the amount of people saying no one asked for this. Yeah, literally, because back some time ago, Twitch actually made this knock the streamer, you know, this so-called, I think it was like a few days ago, right? That was 5 days ago. So Twitch actually made this stupid shit, which I actually hated also. It's called knock. Streamer can now collaborate with other Twitch streamers who are live without any advanced setup or planning to look forward for collaboration icon to find a streamer in your network who is open for collaborating, and you could just click on this so-called knock feature. Yeah, and so yeah, people could, you know, just show up to Twitch having this knock in your chat, and second, you know that a random person could join. Now, to be honest, nobody even like this at all. I mean, knock who's there? Unwanted feature, for real though. Please let us opt up this. Yeah, I mean, it's serious. I mean, I have bad intentions. I have literally every kind of bad intention whatsoever. I could just pop into their streams and I'll be like, Super Idol 的笑容都没你的天白夜正午的阳光都没你耀眼. Yeah, I could basically be that. And I'm high 24/7 and I'm still vaping like shit, man. Fuck. Yeah, I'm vaping. I don't give a fuck. I like to be high. Yeah, so I'll just like pop into other. Let's say I found like Shy Lily, you know, she's streaming and everything. I'll just like hop into a chat and I'll be like, FBI open up, it's KasonRyu, motherfucker. Yeah, and yeah. So he was actually being rolled out. This EvilToaster, he actually pushed this thing. I actually read this from a I actually watched it from a Rev Say Desu like couple hours ago, earlier today. So yeah, and they actually found out a document about this. So here's a document, by the way. So the many stories of yeah, you know what actually led to this is because of his so-called behavior. He's a Twitch ambassador, and he actually pushed out this feature. So as you could actually scroll down here, He actually say this, muted this a while ago, subjecting myself to your brain rot. But if it wasn't obviously clear, telling me Twitch, please add better feature. Well, we never asked for better feature. We just only asked for, you know, better payouts, yeah, better moderation system, and we never asked for collab, like a collab feature. Like, I mean, you want collab, right? You just like go to someone else's DM and ask for it lah, or maybe say, hey, I'm open towards collab. Want to collab with me, bitch? Yeah, that's basically what you could do. So yeah, and he is the one. I mean, EvilToaster is actually the one that actually like figure out this shit. Is now when people ask me what does being a Twitch ambassador means, I can say I told them to make this feature. He claimed it himself, okay. He want Twitch to make this feature, okay, and they actually hacking did it. Wow, can't wait to give it a try. Well, I don't think the reply is so good. So he muted this, I get it, because he was like literally getting 屌啦，很屌啦，我可以这样子讲啊。So please yeah and everything, and he was like, and the amount of people say is no one asked for this, bro. None of you asked for anything. Yeah, we never asked for anything, but we do ask for better Twitch moderation and shit, right? Collab content has proven extremely more effective, but you refuse to engage with others because you're terrified. I get it. Listen, I don't like to engage with people. It's because I share a different political view and I'm fucking degenerate. I'm basically the definition of a 4chan Pepe plus crack cocaine. Yeah. I could be those. I mean, earlier just now I just actually masturbated. So I don't give a fuck, by the way. Anyhow, so this thing was actually being rolled out, and people are just like, don't fuck this ad below down here. I'm not Islam, but I don't know why it's been promoted to it. But yeah, he say that we are terrified. First of all, I'm not terrified. Second of all, I hate humans. I'd rather collab with a dog. And then we got a response down here. How are you a Twitch ambassador? Calling people brain rot and say they don't know what they are doing is a wild response when they just voice how badly implement it is. Yeah, people just like voice out their concerns because you don't want suddenly people come into your chat and be like, Hallo, sprechen Sie Deutsch? I mean, it's bad in many ways, you know. Sorry, I'm very linguistical. I'm somewhat autistic, so yeah. You get that I am the literal definition of cancer. Yeah, that is what I am. I'm the literal definition of cancer. So yeah, people just like voice out their, you know, fucking opinion. I mean, if you could go down here, it's literally people voicing out there. No, not this. Yeah, I think this is probably like yeah, so I could, you know, jump into your chat and downs you with something, but let's not care about that. This person actually voiced out great. This is a great idea that terribly implemented. We can't turn it off. We can only disable it each stream. Well, he said that you can set it to favorites. Actually, I turn off everything because I don't want humans to come into my chat. You know, I don't want like because I'm normally I talk in Chinese. I can't read Chinese, so I don't want a Chinese audience. Thank you. I mainly speak English, bahasa Melayu, dengan kadang-kadangnya ada bahasa lain lah. Tuh kan, aku memang itu linguistic punya babi. So yeah, I have no favorite streamers. Most of my favorite streamers doesn't stream anymore. So he just said that you could just, you know, set it to, you know, the favorites. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, this is, you know, badly implemented and shit, and it just caused brain rots. Wow. So this is the motherfucker we are talking about, the frog. Now when people associate with frogs, right? Whenever I associate with frogs, right? I normally associate with this frog. Pepe the fuck. The fuck? Yeah, Pepe the frog. Pepe the frog, as everyone knows it, is my favorite frog. But fuck this shit, okay? Now, I don't really like most of these Pepe artworks, but I do like this type of artwork. The Sag meme. Yeah, she encapsulates what I really like. I mean, this thing is cute. Okay, this thing is cute. This thing is a frog. Yeah, I like this kind of thing. You know, people weird and kind of stuff. Yeah, I like. This is a frog. Now, when you have here, this doesn't look like a frog. It look like the toaster suddenly summoned a fucked up blob. No. Yeah, this ain't look like a frog. It look like a fucked up blob. Yeah, I have stupid tendencies. Relax. So his last tweet was like made like 3 days ago in my standpoint. So yeah, there's like a lot of weird tweets. Like he only endorsed like female streamers. I could already smell it. He only like endorsed like female streamers, everything. And he actually collabed with most of Vshoujo. We don't really need to go through all of this kind of shit because this is what we really need. So the following document was not made to incite harassment or harm towards anyone, but is a purpose to highlight EvilToaster's repeated behavior of controlling others, disregarding and overstepping boundaries, dismissing valid criticism. Sorry guys, I really have dyslexia, I can't really read properly. So comment it, okay? And generally preying on women within content creation. We want to bring awareness to his repeated behavior to help others who may have experienced this and not realize his manipulation, prevent more people from falling victim him, and keep a public account of all experiences. So yeah. So he's a Twitch ambassador. I'm not gonna read this line because it look like a lot of words. I'm sorry yeah, because this is literally my fucking opinion yeah. Aku memang bodoh punya orang. So EvilToaster is currently under the scrutiny of belittling other content creator for disagreeing with his proposed Twitch feature, the knock feature. I mean, knock, who's there? A evil motherfucker, that's me, yeah. And ignoring people rightful criticism, going as far as mock the situation in his Twitch title. Wow, that is like fucking ironic. It's like kind of like the so-called Satan effect. Yeah, it's like the Satan effect, but he used to be loved, but now I think he's not. Like a few years ago, he used to be a great Overwatch player. Mainly he made Orisa, that's what I know from him. How I know EvilToaster is because Orisa just launched and I was actually dealing with some I want to just learn like I just like Orisa just came out and I was like, how to fuck up this fucking robot. I hate this robot. This robot sucks. Four-legged shit. I hate this shit. How do I fuck this shit? You know how I dismantle this fucking robot. This robot sucks. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just like wait for another like so-called guide video, and lo and behold, EvilToaster show up. You know, claiming himself as the rank 1 Orisa main. So you know, I watched the video, I highlight all the weakness, and you know what? I was like, man, normally I main Hanzo, Sombra. Who is it again? Lucio, Roadhog, Diva, all this kind of trash. But I do use Jungred. I was like, can I actually kill an Orisa with a Jungred? And I was like, so Orisa is mostly grounded and she has like fortification. And if I were to kill Orisa, right, I would have to go to close range. So yeah, I actually figured out a plan to actually fuck Orisa. And I became the most dangerous Jungred player in the entire DC server because
It's not just I could fuck the entire tanks up. I also could literally, I mean, Junkrat, only weakness is pharmacy combo. You have Farah and Mercy. Nope. Listen. KasonRyu is a different human being back in the days. He is the only pharmacy slayer. That is me. Cause I'm insane. So yeah, he's so-called. He using his power. His power, you know, the power. Okay, his lisan al-Ghaib. As of writing this, there are no mention of backlash he faced or an apology. Yeah, he literally haven't like respond in like a few days, right? He literally haven't responded in like fucking 3 days. I mean, it's Mila is April, but it's August 25 lah, right? And this one was August 22 lah in my time lah. So to me, it's 3 days ago lah, and yeah, he haven't responded. So yeah, the public presentation of his typical behavior is dismiss, to dismiss people feeling and problem with him, as well as never taking accountability for his own action. So this person, Sienna, why is it so Sienna? So他的 personal experience, I'm including my personal experience with EvilToaster because I want people to know I am not impartial when it comes to EvilToaster. The Twitch ambassador situation is completely separated incident, and I would comment on anyone demeaning words a community they are meant to represent. But it also further proved to me that EvilToaster will never take accountability for what is done behind closed doors if he won't even do it for a public instance. Yeah, regarding intimacy and boundaries. So EvilToaster, okay, she actually became friends with, okay. This actually happened like a few years, I get it, a few years ago. Yeah, she thought that Toaster was an amazing person, kind, intelligent, giving. However, looking back, she feared she was under quite a lot of manipulation regarding Toaster. One of the first thing that Toaster tell anyone that he craves affection. Wow, this is red light. Someone called the fucking policeman. Mata, kita orang ada orang gila kesini. Mostly from women, from what I've seen. Every convention is another reminder. Every convention is another reminder that I'm not one of the girlies. What do you mean by one of the girlies, motherfucker? And I'm never gonna get the kind of treatment and affection they give each other. What the fuck am I even reading? They give each other, even though I try to connect with them. Bro, you connect with the wrong motherfucking crowd. You're supposed to connect to who you know, the guys, yes. You connect to guys, you get info from guys how to date a girl. That's how you date a girl. You know how I actually date a girl? I actually having multiple troubles with boys. And then a girl come into my life and save me. Yeah, and we broke up. It's been a few years ago. I have total of 4 exes right now. And this one, the current one, we are like friends, but still not friends. But you have gotten better at dealing with the fact over time, but it still hurts thinking about it. Well, I think I have a good video for you. Where's the video? Yeah, this one.
Accept.
So
if you're rejected, accept it. If you're unloved, let go. If they choose someone or something over you, move on. Not everyone you love will stay.
Yeah, that's true. Not everyone that love you will ever stay in your life. I mean, if people doesn't like you, just move on lah. Why the fuck you have to stay? Astaghfirullahalazim.
Everyone you trust will be
I'm
loyal.
not Islam, by the way.
I don't care about losing people who don't want to be in my life anymore. I've lost people.
Yeah, if you lost people, then you understand that you lost a lot of things. Yeah, I lost weight a lot too. I
Who
lost
meant the
tons.
world to me, and I'm still doing just fine. Do not follow the majority. Follow the right way. You can feel it when someone is not being real with you. Energy never lies. Always speak how you feel, and never be sorry for being real. Give people time. Give people space. Don't beg anyone to stay.
Yeah, like I said, don't beg anyone to stay. Give people space. Do not like beg for fucking attention. I mean, he literally begs for fucking attention, right? And now he's literally looked upon as a fucking Lucifer right now, you know.
Let them roam. What's meant for you will always be yours. I feel so much better when people don't know where I am and what I'm doing. If you're rejected,
Yeah, this one is actually a very good video for if Toaster ever see this. This video is actually for him, but I don't know about him. He probably is lost into his fantasy realm right now. So yeah, I can't really read this. Wait, ちょっと待って啊，给我去读。I know what you mean. I'm glad for that. Honestly, I don't think. Okay, no. 你们大部分都听不到。Okay. He also expressed her sentiments many times the beginning of our friendship. Of he desperately want intimate. Oh wow. Red flag already lah. Which he framed as casually saying I love you, calling people wife, and generally wholesome thing. Calling people wife 这个东西 consider quite haram already. And saying haram and saying I love you is also very haram already. But generally wholesome thing wholesome this is not wholesome flirting. Trying to beg for attention lah. That means有点 fucked up. It turns out not to be true, which you can read in the entirety of the dog. Even in the screenshots he say above. Who would let me touch that? What the fuck? I also want to point out that Toaster understand they are seen as a man and have, as they call it, man class position. He likes say he is aware of this, but then continues to pressure women, despite knowing he's not one of the girlies. So you want to be a girl who go with girls. Listen. Not bro. Kau sudah salah nih. Ini memang salah punya barang. Ini haram punya barang, okay? Jangan buat ini macam punya barang lagi, okay? So you want to be part of girls, right? You want to be a part of girls. I get it. Everyone want to be, you know. But if you really want to be a part of girl, that is not the right way. You should actually, you know, first of all, get your testosterone out, get your so-called sigma out. Fuck lah. And most importantly is just be comfortable around people. Treat everyone like friend, family. If you think this is not okay, they will not feel. You just don't say. Don't be like this. What the fuck is it? One of the 花篮彩. It isn't because of his gender, of his perceived gender, because he constantly pushes boundaries the most. As a flirtation person, flirtation. I was fine flirting with him casually. However, I was in a relationship. Wow, that is fucked up. I told him that I thought of my boyfriend. My boyfriend thought anything. Wow.
I would put a stop to it. Poster responded. I can't really see the video. Yeah, she say, lol, what do you mean? If we get too close, you want more, we both deny ourselves or say, what do we want to explore? Yes, I'm capable of doing that. A crush is just a crush. I am anything more, but it's easy because compared to the relationship I have now, there is no reason to jeopardize this one I see. What are you thinking? I'm thinking, I'm just shame came to a point where we had hold ourselves back. Is so far, I don't feel like I have hold back, and it's incredibly great, refreshing feeling a new friend. So I value I value that a lot. I value and value a lot for that. Just comfortable. What the fuck? So basically, 如果人家讲 What are you thinking? 人家叫你 stop 啊 ，yeah stop 啊 ，yeah I see. This line should not exist, but somehow it exists. I don't know why lah. I hope you can still value me, my potential. Deny yourself something or I value you even just as a fellow creator, but connection beyond that so far hard to me, not want to explain. We could see definitely that for parasocial. Don't need to read that from here. Already know that I have a parasocial. I clearly set boundaries here. Posters say do have both deny ourselves or something. Didn't want to explain, but I literally say it's easy to see because there's no reason one another person. Yeah, I mean she already have one lover, and you want to push it. I think it's right. Person or relation. I want to let toast. I really intelligent. And he saw this friend, that means Sienna, as a crush or something more than was. I still express to him I may not want him anyway. I just want to a lot friends express Emirates. Later on I express how men in the past have left me because no they won't get anything out of me. But then he said, what is it? While I am fine with not going past any boundaries, like for how close we should. I do also hope that don't end up want to be closer but can't or force not. What do you mean by all four? Talking about the way you talk, Adam, bothers me. By what? Where? You know. Spoke about milk, about emotion, attached towards. But then you talk about Kisa and make comment about her no to other people. Came bitter. Why did that came off as her? Because you said she was too popular to hang out.我们有拍在里面，所以我是evidence of proving it. I'm looking for Nick one. I hardly even has a client level. Most of those were massive. I'm not sure how to help. I don't think there's any help. I think therapy. Yeah, therapy is actually good for one to move on, but on your own. I recall my therapist, but he's 28 per problem. I might be able to hang out with kids. One, let's show out for it. Are you talking about me? Let's show up.
Snatch her up.
Amen. Oh yeah, 在房间。That's all. But talking about me specifically, was unfortunate I didn't even play Apex with her yesterday. Well, funny since that happened, guys, actually trying to do anything, but because she is so popular. Wow.
Okay, 听说啊, if someone actually, you know, is popular or whatever, and you want to schedule something with her, it's best to just stop lah. Okay, because she has her own thing to do. Maybe it's best to leave her alone.
But no, and I don't think she's the type to say no, which is well.
If people doesn't have time to even say no to you, I mean, it already speaks for itself lah. You basically, you know, it's already a no lah, but in a more polite way lah. I think you need to go to Japan lah. Only Japan could change.
As for what Milky Experience Toaster taught me about her and him becoming intimate, although the way they portrayed their intimacy differs greatly from what was actually occurring. Toaster mentioned having a possibly relationship with Milky and becoming more intimate. However, Milky had only ever expressed friendship and a platonic intimacy. That comes from that any emotional attachment are strictly platonic, and all mention of a relationship were simply those of a friendship, right? He had never encouraged or communicated to Toaster that it anything more than a friendship. The way he portrayed his dynamic with Milky was grossly misrepresented, and instead of was expressed in a very different light than how it was. I would play today, but I was sure. What the fuck? I mean, you were what? That actually showering with someone really. You shower at the same time while on call and talk in the shower. Playing for what? Just in I mean, 如果有人要跟你做祷告了啊, if someone need to pray for you, like you have this kind of mentality, something wrong with you. You don't have to really tell someone, hey, you know, I got into my shower, you know, with my girlfriend on the phone. Although I do that actually, but she's my girlfriend lah. Okay, that's my ex lah. Okay, and yeah, I shower and talk to her. That is normal relationship, right?
Like you're not in a relationship, you're just friends, but the fuck are you even doing? Right? I'm more worried for her than myself personally. What? Yeah, she admits she attached to me and is kind of upset about the fact because she doesn't like feeling vulnerable, but I don't mind. Talk about Milky, how much comfort or intimacy she brought him, but how it made him feel defensive because he wasn't used to it. Like this, he was still fine for it. To continue and often express how nice it was for him to enjoy what Milky have with him, all without returning her feelings and knowing it was hurting her more attached than was. I later learned that this was representing what happened between them. The shower call was just voice, no cam. It's clear that Toaster wanted Polish, which you can see later in Milky. What she said about Milky and Kisa, both people has romantically interest in. Yes, romantically interest in. I started to feel weird, confront about him. So for me, read as something that is my perspective. I get that I feel like the coded right. I can't actually read. My mic is in the way. If I talk like over my mic, you guys can't really hear me. So and photo writing copying in the past, but I've said when it's clear that Toaster intention is getting close to women, he said that there was a possible outcome of her and I progressing to a relationship status. Wow. So desperate for. That's the problem. Currently, oh, I just clicked downwards into like Oblivion. Well, at this point, we already know that yeah, it's probably a creep. Now, actually, I know Toaster for a multiple reason. Not because they stream like Apex, FPS variety game, or this whatever sort it is. But I mainly known him because of there's a another room of or so he actually he used to upload like watch content like back in the day. Probably a how do I even put it this way? So what Toaster is, he's basically Orisa main. Basically main. Actually I mean there's like a lot of people actually dancing on the Orisa god. I'm gonna watch this
Oh my god, I love this hero!
Yeah, it's already very obvious. There's a EvilToaster rank 1 Orisa and a tank god Overwatch montage, and it's been highlighted by the Overwatch 2 spotlight. Wow.
I'm a nut.
Yeah, this is definitely like a Overwatch 1 if I'm not wrong.
Hog.
How did that hit the hog?
I might halt them in the pit here. I got him. We have the point. They're C9ing by force. They're coming out of the stairs. Limo!
That's the last time I used to play in NA server quite a lot, back when I was still playing like Overwatch. And yeah, actually, if I were to see a Orisa, I would be actually having heaven. If I were to see a Roadhog, I would be like, if I were to see a who is it again? Diva, well, I'm pretty much dead. Genji, I'm not scared of Genji. I'm not scared of other heroes. Pharmacy, I'm going to farm that bitch good. That yeah. So he is a rank 1 Orisa, rank 1 world Orisa, and a tank god. That's what I actually known about. But now he become a variety streamer. I don't know about it. I never ever seen the Apex. What Apex mean? I want to see what type of Apex they use. Can't see any. Where is the Apex footage? This
Where the heck is in?
真的很棒了。
Rampart, no. Rampart, fuck Rampart.
I'm gonna shoot this evac, hello? Shoot it before they take it.
I do enjoy the card. I've got the vet card. I've got
Okay,
the
this is like
the
fairly recently. Like, is this all this thing is fairly recently? 1 year ago. It's actually fairly recent. So yeah, I don't read. Fuck lah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So today we're gonna be dealing
Okay, now we are going to watch Rev say this. So I love Rev. Like,
his content is so satirically good that I actually like it.
with a pretty crazy situation involving this individual named EvilToaster, who is a paper frog VTuber and also a Twitch ambassador. Now, I'm going to give you a too long didn't read version of events before we get into the details of everything. Basically, this individual tries to take credit for a very disliked Twitch feature that has been recently released. He gets angry at the criticism, kind of melts down, and then people start digging into their account, and eventually a 57-page Google Doc is dropped on them. Somewhere in there, there's a lesson, I'm sure. But let's begin with this part right here. So, innocently enough, this begins with a new Twitch feature that was released, and it's called...
Yeah, I never liked this feature, by the way. Although I have psychopathic tendencies, I won't actually try to pop into people's chat. I'm pretty tame, you know. I won't like pop in you know, pop into Pokemon chat and be like, how dare you ban Leafy? How dare you? But yeah, that's just me. Yeah, yeah, justice for Leafy. He is a good content. Leafy is here is good. The old days of YouTube contains a few different Leafy, Idubs, Ryan Higa. Nah, there's a lot like KSI. Like KSI used to do like what Q&A Sundays. That was actually my favorite.
called the knock feature. Basically what this does is allows people to make like a one-sided invitation to other people's streams. They can pull up to your stream and use the knock feature to say so-and-so wants to collaborate with you, and it pops up in your chat. Only the streamer can see it, but you see that someone is requesting to collaborate with you. Now this has been heavily disliked. People don't like this. Number one, it's not necessary. Like if you want to collaborate with someone, figure that out on your own terms and on other platforms before stream. And also it puts people in a very awkward position. It seems like this is a very invasive practice where people can send you these requests and it puts pressure on you. It's a one-sided invitation.
I mean, if let's say I'm from 4chan, you know, I'm a typical B. I'm the typical B, okay. I'm from Pole. I'm from B. You know, and I was like, yeah, I like this streamer. Let's say I like Rev, you know, I want to spread my propaganda, like the Mountain Dew joke again. Like I want to like you know, make that joke again, you know, or just like knock on the feature like a couple thousand times and you know, pop into each chat and be like, you know, there's a new Mountain Dew flavor. What type of flavor do you want? Yeah, that is not going to go well.
That you got to make a yes or no decision on the spot. And some people would look at that and say, declining that might make me feel like I'm being rude in the situation, so it puts a little pressure on them to say yes to a collaboration they might not want to do in the first place. And on top of that, as Shylily here points out,
yeah, Shylily, the GOAT. I mean, it's literally the
this feature is not something you can opt out of. Everyone on Twitch has this feature now, and also none of the filters are automatically applied. You have to do it yourself. So literally anyone can send you this knock request and try to collaborate with you, which can obviously be misused. It's invasive and you can harass and annoy people with this. And if you apply the correct filters, only people you add as a favor can do that, but that's not how it is initially. You have to go and set that for yourself. Now, perhaps not reading the room, Toaster would go on to Twitter and basically claim responsibility for this tool coming to life, saying this: now when people ask me what does being a Twitch ambassador mean, I can say I told them to make this feature and they actually hecking did it. They actually hecking did it, Reddit. Did you hear that? But anyways, eventually in the replies,
big news for Sentry. I mean,
Toaster would tag Zentreya from Vshoujo, and these two seem to have some sort of a friendship. They collaborate a lot together, especially in recent months, and little did...
Oh well, Sentry, I actually hate it. What do you know? I think it's a very intrusive and dangerous thing to add onto the platform. You know, it can be like a very malicious. I think I see that what that idea was, but this was badly and hastily executed. I will 100% say remove this and go back before it was misused inappropriately or worse. Yeah, hates it, you know. But
did Toaster know that before they tagged Zentreya had already responded to the main post promoting this feature, saying this: I think this is a very intrusive and dangerous thing to add onto the platform, and it can be used maliciously. I think I see what the idea was, but this was poorly and hastily executed. I would 100% say to remove this and go back before it's misused inappropriately or worse. So clearly big disconnect right there on how to misuse it. Very on it took up the flag Zentreya from Vshoujo.
Yeah, for obvious, like we have the big news for Zentreya. And then when we go here, it's like this, like literally a meme. Yeah, it's literally like.
Toaster would go on to Twitter, and when people add feature, you hear that tag.
Yeah. This is actually a very good moment. Now people could meme this. You know, you could be like,
I would 100% say to remove this and go back before it's misused inappropriately or worse. So clearly big disconnect right there on how to view this feature. But anyways, you could see the criticism because this feature was getting dogged on by everyone, even impartial people reporting on this, saying this is a horrible update. And you can see that it's starting to get under toe.
It's literally starting to get community. Can literally just set it to favorites only or add no favorites. I mean, wow.
Toaster skin here, right? They're very proud of this feature, but everyone's dunking on it. You can see this reply here, very passive aggressive, saying you can literally just set it to favorites only and add no favorites, bro. And then here, they would go back to their original thread and add these comments that a lot of people have been critical of, saying this: muted this a while ago because I ain't subjecting myself to y'all's brain rot. But if it wasn't obviously clear, me telling Twitch, please add better features for collabing and making collab organizing and communication easier is not the same as me deciding how exactly that is executed and then saying this. And the amount of people saying, no one asked for this, bro, none of y'all asked for anything. You actually need to grow.
Yeah, we never asked for this kind of shit. We never asked for anything at all. We only asked for our payouts to be, you know, better. We want better payouts. We want like, I don't know, kill all the so-called, you know, buy my so-called follower bots, ban like fucking, I don't know, nudity top streamers, ban gambling, thank you. That's what we actually want. But no, you actually decided to push out this feature. I mean, quite stupid lah.
Grow on Twitch because you have no idea what you're doing. Collab content is proven to be extremely effective, but you refuse to engage in it because you're terrified of people.
Well, I'm not even terrified of people. Actually, I would think that most people are terrified of me.
Yeah, not a very good look for a Twitch ambassador to be saying these things. I mean, on the one hand, they're right. You know, collabing can help boost your career and your growth, but that should be your decision. You should be able to decide if you want to.
Sorry, I don't like collabing with humans. But I do like to collab with souls that are literally like fucking like dead in the afterlife or something, you know. But those personnel will literally never come back to streaming ever again. That's
Collaborate with someone. It should be like a two-person agreement, not just one person shooting out a request live on stream that you have to decide on the moment whether to say yes or no. And this seems to be a reflection of boundary issues, and they don't really seem to understand that, but they kept getting criticized, especially for this tweet. It seemed very passive-aggressive and snarky, basically saying all these people don't know what they're doing, but I know what I'm doing. And they would go live, and they would title their stream, Guy Who Literally Ruined Twitch, obviously mocking the situation and any of the legitimate criticism people had, especially in the VTubing scene.
And he's playing Overwatch, the only game I think he's very good in for 7 hours straight. Yeah. Orisa main, I could really see the Orisa things, you know, in the background. Yeah, definitely Orisa.
This was a hated feature in the VTubing scene, and clearly they didn't read the room and they didn't like the results. That
You know, I used to get this back then back in the Dota 2, like the Dota 1 days. My older friends like my older friends used to tell me this. Guys should play Guy Hero. Guys should play Girl Hero. Play Girl Hero is neither you're pro with it or you know you just want to be good. That's it. But for me, I also actually have this type of mentality. I mean, I'm a Junkrat main. I normally play Junkrat. I play anything that's considered stupid. Yeah, for Albion I only use, for Apex I only use Bangalore and Bloodhound. Ways of the Olafada. Evutakati victory and slaughter. That is what I would normally do. And normally I'll play for Apex like I like to play Octane. Cocaina. Catane, yeah. That is what I would normally play. And for Overwatch, I would normally play Hanzo and Junkrat. Yeah, I like Junkrat because of explosions, you know. Hell, a lot of fucking explosions. Man, I'm high already. Fuck.
came from the criticism. But they would also have a lot of tweets dug up from their account that kind of explain why they would like this feature so much. So back in July of this year, they said this, referring to the online status on Discord. One time I actually checked, and no joke, less than 5% of VTubers in my friends list have online enabled. The status means nothing to me anymore. Crazy thing is I still don't get DM'd ever, even with a green light and putting please DM me in my status, so it doubly means
this is called the parasocial relationship. I mean, you literally need to go out and touch grass, not the toaster, thank you.
nothing. So you can see why they would like the knock feature when they already have this issue with people setting boundaries with their statuses, basically saying, don't interact with me right now.
You know when I actually found out this so-called online feature on Discord actually means nothing? Yeah, back in like fucking 2017. When I actually started, you know, like at 2016 I started YouTube. Yeah, 2017 I found out this feature and I was like literally, yeah, I now know one thing. Boundaries. I mean, I don't want like
dumb fucks, you know. My place is like 3 a.m. Their place is like 3 p.m. They knock on my door and they be like, hey, 一打Dota冇啊? I'm like, 屌你啊，我瞓緊覺啊，冚家鏟. Yeah, I don't want that shit to happen, you know.
Either they have an offline status or a do not disturb. They are setting a boundary saying, I don't want to communicate with people right now, and that makes Toaster upset. So you can see, again, why they would like the knock feature so much. It forces an interaction on someone who might not. Please DM me in their status. Like, it's just kind of odd. And also, one of my viewers was able to discover this. So they say, can't believe that your idiotic addition to Twitch is what made me discover you condone the Hogwarts Legacy harassment campaign, which, are we surprised? So here is a section of tweets. You can kind of read it for yourself, but
I am not transphobic. Wait. But I'm not transphobic. But you literally see here. Yeah, gender fluid already. But I'm not transphobic. Yeah, I get it. You're not transphobic. But you condone that fucking harassment. What the fucking? And never mind. I'm high anyway.
they're basically shooting down any of the excuses or justifications people are making for playing this game. But this is the one I really want to look at. This is crazy. It says, I don't know if I'm in the mental state to be the kind of person to go and personally call out people for playing the topical wizard game of the week. But bro, let me tell you, if I see anyone I know stream that game, that will be going in your folder. Yeah, that's nuts. If you have folders on your...
Why the hell you have folders of people? So let me guess, you have folders of every resoldier members that you want to fuck. You have every folder of it. 我该死啊！这样子都还没有好。Apparently, I have to go and sleep soon. Fucking. What?
friends, crazy. You need to log off immediately. You are taking this stuff way too seriously. Imagine being friends with someone and you commit the high crime of playing the wizard game, and all of a sudden now that is going into your folder that they have about you, the list of grievances and support.
So you have a folder of people. Let me guess, you have a folder of every resoldier member you want to fuck. You have a folder of every other indie male VTubers you want to fuck. You have a folders of every other smaller VTubers you want to fuck. You have a folder of every Sugoi or maybe Kimochi VTubers you want to fuck. You have every Oishi VTubers you want to fuck. You have every girls you want to fuck in your life, and then you have people that you hate. Yeah, I guess I'll be definitely in the people that I hate folder.
Supposed wrongdoings you have done. That's a very strange practice to have. But shortly after those tweets started flying around once again, you can see this Google Doc being dropped by a VTuber named Sierra. Now this...
sorry Sienna. Well, I spelled wrong your name. I am from Malaysia, I'm stupid.
This is a very extensive document talking about some of EvilToaster's behaviors behind the scenes and also in public, and you can read the disclaimer for yourself on this document. There's two things I want to lay out here. Number one, for brevity's sake, we are just going to highlight the most relevant parts of this document, and on top of that, there is no criminal stuff, or at least something that looks criminal in this document. It is much more of an attempt by several people who have interacted with Toaster to share their experiences with him, and mainly the main highlight of what they're all saying is that he has no concern for boundaries. People set boundaries, he keeps pushing past it, whether it's romantically or once. And then again, she says, I just hope you don't devalue me as a friend because I'm, limiting our connection here, where Toaster replies again, saying, but the connection beyond just being respectful as content creators
Sorry, skip 掉一些 part 因为我要快点 end.
Is so far very unique, and it's hard not to want to
Just now I already read that part, but I want to read part.
Say not just that they would want to hug this anonymous person, they would also want to cuddle, which is obviously escalating the amount of physical contact. Like
Oh, you don't want to hug the person, but you want to cuddle. Let me guess. I know that you are exactly as I am. My body is that, but not in the way. I could if I were to roll over my car, how big I. But yeah, I get it. You cuddle with.
Most people hug their friends, but they don't cuddle with their friends. I mean, it's obviously something additional where they ignore that. The anonymous person ignores that and tries to basically ignore any of these additional things. And it seems obvious that they just want to move on in the conversation and not have this different direction they're going, where they then repeat again that they would love to cuddle them and also tell them how pretty they are. Now, I think a lot of this has to relate to this tweet. I think this tweet is pretty telling, but I'll explain more why this goes even deeper. So this is a tweet from back in July referring to conventions, just like the one they were trying to meet up at. It says, "Every convention is another reminder that I'm not one of the girlies, and I'm never gonna get the kind of treatment and affection they give each other, even though I try to connect with them. I've gotten better at dealing with that fact over time, but it still hurts to think about."
It still take you around like I don't know, into your 30s, and then you only realize that it is not working out. While I am already like, I don't know, I already deal with it in my teens already. I mean, it take you 10 years above my time limit to actually understand it. That actually proof like, man, you really gotta change, man.
So number one, I'd like to remind you, I'm pretty sure this is a guy in his 30s, and it's.
Yep, he's a guy in his 30s. He's around 32, if I'm not wrong.
A tweet that looks like something a depressed teenager would make. So yes, it's cringy. Like, this tweet seems cringy because, you know, they're saying I'm not one of the girlies and all this stuff. But with this context, some additional screenshots from personal conversations, this kind of extends upon what they meant by that previous tweet, which I think gives it a much more serious and odd twist. Okay, so what they're saying in the DMs here is, number one, saying that they're not escaping the man class position, which is something I would expect a male feminist to say, right?
Man class position. 就是刚我读过这个地方了。So what I would say is pretty, you know, fucked up lah, because you are male, you want to escape for the man class position. How?
Being lonely and trying to kind of fit in with the girlies, so to speak. But here's another tweet. This user sharing their own story alongside the Google Doc here in the replies to that tweet, saying this person named Kimmy saying, "I already put out my experiences with Toaster before, probably not in the best way, but I've been badmouthed for siding with an abuser simply because I didn't choose sides when two people I knew were going through a dispute. I was guilt-tripped and given ultimatums. I asked for proof as I was being made to choose between friends, one very new and one I'd known for a long time, but that just made me apparently side more with an abuser." And I read through these chat logs here, and basically Toaster was saying that this person was very abusive towards them, this friend in question, and basically said, you need to make a choice. It's me or your friend, and you got to make a choice.
And that is called the psychotic relationship, because it's kind of like no, there's one Steven one there's one writer like kidnapped by crazy. This is sleep. And no, yeah, I love you. Yeah, you could WhatsApp kind of shit. Yeah, that is EvilToaster.
And this Kimmy person responds by saying, "Can I have some proof?" Like, I would want to know what they're doing, where they, instead of giving proof, say, "Oh, well, you've picked a side. You picked the side of an abuser." And obviously that's a very serious thing that you can label someone as. And also they point out that around that time, they also lost a lot of mutuals and connections and was pretty much outcasted. And that is a concern a lot of people have raised in terms of their way of dealing with Toaster, because they are pretty connected. They collaborate with a lot of VShojo members and other big streamers, so they're concerned that if they disagree with Toaster or they have some kind of a falling out, it might hurt their connections as in terms of their career. But also you might have noticed this section right here, and this goes a lot deeper than you might ever expect. So it says, I was also told numerous times to get tested for autism as I showed signs.
Well, he technically said that he showed signs of autism, and yet he actually has autistic in his profile.
Why do you even have to do this though? I mean, why are you like so down bad to actually know people actually have? Why?
Yes, this is the thing we're going to see repeated with multiple people. Here's another example from the original poster of the Google Doc where Toaster is talking to them and says this, do you often examine your ability to appear and interact as a normal human? They're like analyzing them right now. And then down here saying, Sierra, do you have ADHD? And then after that, they send them a bunch of tests to see if they're on the spectrum. What friend does this?
A psychotic friend. I mean, he's technically not a friend. The moment he's being like you know, you want to like, yeah, you have a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, yeah, you want to choke his angan inside, you already know that this guy is borderline psychopathic. You should just distance yourself from him. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person, although I'm like psychopathic in some way. I normally on a cookie, right? Yeah, I cook very good food, by the way. Like, forces these tests onto someone who doesn't seem to want to take them and doesn't feel comfortable with these labels being attached to them. Obviously, like, I will make this very clear. There's nothing wrong, obviously, with having autism, but falsely labeling people as having it and continuing to push it onto people when they don't want.
Well, it's already obvious you have autism.
Want that is weird, and that's again another boundary push. Here's another example of them referring to someone else as autistic, also saying that they passed the hot people test, referring to the test for it. And on top of that,
hot people test, wow. I have great news for you. Almost all the other are autistic. Wow, all of the VTubers, that includes me and many others, like probably Hololive, Visual, and everything, right? All.
Someone, an anonymous person, was apparently venting about insecurities, where Toaster replied with this, well, I have great news for you. Almost all the other VTubers are autistic too, implying that this person is autistic when they are not. And on top of that, there's a very long conversation here, but to sum it up essentially, Toaster says someone's head is empty. He enforces his own thoughts on what this person should do to a chatter, gets his mod team involved, and then questions why this person isn't loving towards him, but is to others. He also openly talks about how this person is autistic to someone else, even though the person in question is not diagnosed.
Yeah, let me just get this straight. So you're already autistic, and then you want to force other people to also become autistic. Wow. 可是我从来没有见过这样子的人。I mean, I do have very autistic friend. I mean, I used to have one very autistic friend. He is borderline autistic one. But yeah, even he has to get his brain examined for autism. But I know now he's probably a very, very rich billionaire already. And I'm still here being a dumb degenerate fuck. And yeah, he never like endorsed autism into anyone's life. And that kind of blows me, you know. But this guy is right here, you know, endorsing his autism into everyone's life. And then claiming that he has no autism. But in his Twitter bio, technically he actually did write that he actually has autism. Oh.
Diagnosed or identifies with this diagnosis. And here's another one saying, well, I'll listen along, you're autistic as heck. Where the person says, no. So yeah, you see this common thing of them constantly labeling people as autistic even if they're not, and they feel comfortable.
So let me guess, in his so-called cycle of being, you know, labeling people autistic, he would be like, yeah, this girl I like, I'll just like flirt with him, you know, flirt with her, and then we'll have a friendship. And you'll get into like intimacy, psychotic really. And then when people like reject them and everything, then yeah, they'll be like, yeah, you have autism, bro. You have autism. You should get yourself checked. You have autism. Yeah, this is poster. Now I get it. This is
comfortable doing that. However, they are policing others for things that I think are far less serious. So there's an individual who had a falling out with Toaster, and it had to do with comments they made on stream. They were in a collab, and these two girls were making jokes that are a part of their communities, their shared communities, and one of them was talking about how the one girl is psychotic because she's short. It's a joke they're both comfortable with. It's something that their communities are fine with, but Toaster had a big issue with this on stream and even carried this into private, where the person in question would profusely apologize, where Toaster would say no one
likes mental health related joke. What the fuck is even mental health related? I AU in chat earlier about SD books too. She has literally story for what the fuck?
likes mental health related jokes. I added you in the chat earlier about PTSD jokes too, where they again apologize saying, yeah, sorry, I didn't fully understand it at first, and that's my bad. I just used to, I'm used to different humor with others, but I am really sorry. And they're probably saying, you should really be concerned about those others. So they do all that stuff with the autism and the labels on people, but then someone makes a joke about being psychotic and they're getting the finger wagged in their face, and they're getting shamed in private, and the apology isn't even being accepted, and they're making them feel bad and guilty about these other people they've used different humor with in the past. And here's another claim where they're trying to police, Toaster was trying to police other people's behavior, and this is quite possibly the craziest one. So this individual says, years ago, he would minority police me to insane standards. I was in a dark place at the time, stuck in an abusive relationship. And if I showed frustration on stream to the extent of, man, where is my team? Nothing vile, he would send DMs, not asking, hey friend, are you okay? But rather giant essays on how I'm a disappointment to the community, how I'm letting people
Okay, this is literally called borderline psychopathic.
down, people of color, gay folks, and more importantly, making him look bad to his sponsors that he once recommended to me. He's thrown me and several friends of mine under
People literally having a mental breakdown because of different, and he will like policing the kind of standard. Like, the fuck actually.
the bus with this sort of behavior, and funnily enough, it's always been minority streamers. There was a PMA police energy around him with his crew, which spits in the face of authenticity, because God forbid minorities be anything less than perfect and happy all the time. And we would see another claim about power dynamics, and we saw kind of some people hinting towards this, that because Toaster is well connected and an established creator, people were afraid of speaking about anything because they might burn bridges and he might go out and talk badly about them. And we see some of these examples here, like this one, where he's kind of dangling a collab opportunity with Zentreya and kind of shaming this person for wanting to play some other different game, because if they played this certain game, then they could get the collab. It was just like a very strange thing, and
Wow, this is your power. I wonder what kind of power is this though?
understand why people would be afraid of upsetting someone in a position like he has. And here's the conclusion. I mean, pretty much wrapping up what we talked about here. And I think the one section here is pretty interesting, where they're talking about how their Toaster plays like a perpetual victim, that their identity and how they're perceived is ruining their chances for developing relationships and all these things. But in reality, it's because he keeps pushing boundaries and making people uncomfortable. And that's why people distance themselves from Toaster. So there's no boogeyman going around trying to demonize you and ruin your life. you're doing that on your own. Now, a lot of people in that document also said there is a very low chance he's going to publicly address anything, even though there's thousands upon thousands of likes on the Google Doc and also related tweets criticizing him. And this is his latest tweet. It looks like he's gone dark. It's been 2 days since he's tweeted anything, and all the replies are basically saying, bro, you messed up. Are you going to say anything? And yeah, we got radio silence. So at this point, I don't know if we're going to hear any response.
Yeah, actually, I have a very good response I want to give, like my info for all of this, like my info for all of this, right from my video. And basically, I am.
Because I'm literally going to go offline. I have to sleep already very soon. So yeah. Anyhow, thank you so much for coming. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and everything other. I'll see you guys like probably on this Saturday on Merdeka, and yeah, we're going to sing Merdeka together lah. Yeah. And by the way though, we're gonna find someone to raid. We're gonna raid someone. We're just hanging over there. Treat everyone using. I will find someone to raid. Basically, I have to go to sleep very soon. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and listening to the podcast. By the way, I want to tell every one of you that the knock feature is definitely hype. It's what I'll refer as a hype. Bangsat punya, memang so hype punya. Gonna rate someone that I actually watched like couple of days. Stuff. Yeah, we're going to rate her, and I'm going to throw you guys over there. So Ella, I will see you guys on Saturday, Merdeka over there. Ya, kita orang akan nyanyi lagu Merdeka. Lagipun itu. Anyhow, goodbye. Thank you so much for coming. Subscribe towards my YouTube also for the YouTube sites over there. Yeah. And thank you so much for sitting around. EvilToaster was like a very shit person, and yeah. He is bad in Overwatch radio. I found all the weakness of Orisa. By the way, yeah. Aku nak tidur sudah. Soal letih lah hari ini. Soal kerja esok pun nak kerja lagi. Astaga.